Today's video is sponsored by Real Life. We are gonna do a 10-minute glam date night look using products from Seint Beauty. Now, while I like, in theory, I calculate in my mind, like I do the reverse of get my kids off the bus, get them home, do this, get in the shower, do this, and I'm gonna give myself a whole 30 to 45 minutes to do my makeup so I can play. The reality is, more often than not, I'm either doing it in my car while my husband drives us to where we're going, or I sit down in front of my mirror and I have 10 minutes. So when I have 10 minutes, which is more often than I don't, I'm gonna tell you what I do to elevate my look just a little bit. It's still gonna be a natural makeup look, but it's gonna be a natural makeup look with just a little bit more something, if you will. So if you wanna see how I get ready and maybe pick up some tips on how you can get ready in 10 minutes and still feel your best self for that special date night or evening out on the town, let's get into it. Now, the key to this is actually timing myself and making sure that it is 10 minutes, right? Because if you've been around my channel very long, you know if there's one thing that I can do, it's talk. So we're talking like real time, 10 minutes. Can she get it done? I don't know. Let's see. So we are going to start the clock now, and here we go. The first thing I'm gonna do, because I am going to kind of multitask, is I'm going to put a little bit of eye primer down on my eyes, and I'm gonna let that set while I move on to something else, which is going to be my brows. I'm gonna grab my favorite brow setting gel. Sorry, I got stuff all over the place, and we're going real time here. So you're getting the unedited, like me moving all over the place. This is what it looks like. And I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to set those into place. I am then going to take my Summer Fridays lip liner stain, make sure my lips are dry, and I'm gonna get that going. I love the shade Almond, you guys, for your lips, but like actually their look. I do not have a very defined lip line at all. Okay, 1 minute in. Things with caps make this harder. That's why I'm glad we are going on to the palette. I'm gonna start with color correction. I have darkness under the eyes, redness here on the face. Press a little more where needed. I'm now gonna color correct my eyelids. Scar on my nose. Underneath where I have redness. I'm gonna buff it into the chin. Still see a little bit here on that eye bag. I'm gonna go to this side. This would go faster with a bigger brush, but we're already in it. 2 minutes. Okay, color correction, done. Grab my pilot brush. I'm gonna press on that main highlight. Press it onto the eyelids. We toned them down, but we want them to be true to color. Will we make it? Now I'm gonna squeeze that brush into my contour. We are gonna carve the face out a little bit. We're doing some date night makeup here, so we wanna look a little extra snatched. So we're going top of that cheekbone up by the ear and just carving out. Let's do a little around the forehead. Three-minute mark, I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna go underneath the jawline. Talking is really my downfall. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of brightener, side of the nose, under the eye, outer corner of the eye. Marry that all together. Go center of the face. down the nose, lip, chin. I'm gonna grab my perfector sponge, make sure there's no excess. Since I'm going fast and not paying as close of attention, this is gonna pick up any extra product, but it's also gonna marry everything together. Really nice. I'm gonna reassess. I feel like I picked up a little bit here more than I wanted to. Okay, now I'm gonna grab pepper pencil and I'm gonna do a little nose contour. We are going out on the town. By out on the town, I mean to dinner. So I'm just gonna carve out the nose a little bit, go under the lip. And I'm also gonna throw that into this first part of the brow where my brows are a little sparse. Now carry it down the tail and make sure the nose is blended. I'm just literally using my finger. Now I'm gonna go back to that pilot brush, tap that, turn it over, oop, wrong one, little bit of brightener. Tap on the edges, there we go. Flip it over, and I am going bronzer with a glowing illuminator. Now we're adding warmth to the face. We defined things a little bit, but now we're adding some warmth, and we are at the 5-minute mark. Now, in order to get an eye look done with my face in 10 minutes, what I'm going to compromise is like a full glam eye. And I'm going to take this bronzer and I'm going to literally rub it on the outer portion and kind of flick up to start to carve out an eye look. Go down the neck a little bit. And before this dries down, tap out any creasing. I'm gonna flip over my pilot brush and I'm going to press and I'm gonna set my under eye. Going to set the center of the face. T-zone. Now I'm gonna set my eyes, even where that bronzer is. Now let's do blush. I have really been enjoying a combination of Pink Lemonade with Iman over top. And when I'm doing something that's a little bit more going out, I do like, if I'm going to do a subtle eye, to kind of pop some blush on, it's going to be more noticeable. Bring that life back to the face. Get some color going on the skin. And I'm gonna do it with the Pink Lemonade Iman combo. And it's gonna tone down here in a minute. So it's gonna look a little bolder. I'm gonna flip that over where I had that powder. Just kind of tapping that edge. Making sure that we have a good blend. Now I'm gonna go to my rose gold illuminator. I used a little bit of glow and put it in with my bronzer to get that illuminated look. Since I like a dewy look, but also if I'm going out and doing something a little bit nicer, I like glowing skin. So I'm gonna add that illuminator to the top part of the face to just kind of amp it up from everyday to date night. I'm gonna take a little bit of my brightener on that edge on my finger, kind of blur that edge together. I'm gonna go back to my illuminator and I'm gonna go down the nose and onto the top of the Cupid's bow. 2 minutes left. I'm gonna flip over to my eyeshadows and I already started to carve it out with, oh, where's my eyeshadow brush? Oh my gosh, there it is. I already started to carve it out with the bronzer, but I'm gonna go into a very basic shade here called Basic, and I'm going to actually carve out the rest of that crease up onto the base of the hood. But that bronzer is going to create continuity in the look and already give me some depth to the eye. Now I'm going to take something that has a little bit more of a pop I'm going to put that on the lid to kind of keep things elevated just a little bit. More date night than office, right? Now, I could do mascara for a whole 10 minutes on my own in this video, but if you don't have a lot of time, grab a tubing mascara. It helps with a quick hold your lashes sort of mascara curl. We have 1 minute. There we go. Now for our lip look, I do have a little bit already started, but I am going to go into my contour shade here and just kind of redefine the bottom of the lip. Redefine that upper part where we have our illuminator. I've already got my base on. Guys, I I gave in and I bought the Chanel Boy. I don't know, it's so lovely. And that's it. Literally 10 minutes on the dot. Spray it down. Hair down. And we are good to go. But I am gonna say, since I can't wait for that to dry down, that setting spray right in front of me, the glow is driving me bonkers. It will set down on its own, but I want you to see the final look in 10 minutes. If you guys like these kind of videos that are quick and to the point, and we kind of teach and talk and go all at the same time, and you see how we get places in real life fast, let me know and I'll be happy to do more of them. If you found today's video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you haven't already considered subscribing, we would love to have you join our family. That's it, you guys. We will see you again next week. Off to dinner. Bye-bye.